Listen, this isn't to knock anybody's life. I remember some years ago, there's this silly ass Negro in Port Arthur, Texas, that owns a tax service. If some of y'all from Port Arthur, y'all know what I'm talking about. Try to fuck everybody. Country is a motherfucker, cowboy boots ass, dumbass Negro. Um, Not a bad Negro, just simple as hell. Think he's sophisticated. Dad was the same kind of guy, but good guy. Both of them good guys. They just, to me, simple. Okay? Uh, he was talking about a guy that I'm familiar with. I don't know him. The only time Bun B know me is when he see me. Because I don't really know his real name. He don't know my real name. But we were connected through one of his DJs who went to school with my ex-wife. Okay? And whenever we see each other, we stop and we talk for a long period of time. Because he's a very bright guy. But this Negro I'm telling you about from Port Arthur was talking about how broke Bun B was. That'll let you know, not let everybody do your taxes, okay? Because they tell your personal business. And then Bun B, when he got, I don't know him to have a lot of money either, and I don't know that Bun B went around talking about he had a lot of money. But I can understand that a lot of guys who are rappers or entertainers are not as rich as y'all think they are. And then there are certain things that happen. And I recognize that, okay? Being a real business person, there are ups and downs. You know, I told you guys I didn't make any money until I was in my late 30s. And I had been trying to do it for a long time, and I didn't make any real money until my 40s. This is real business. This ain't somebody going out and entertaining thousands of people that are put in place for him, right? So what I've identified over my time as a successful person is that whenever you aren't really successful, and what I mean by that is you have to realize, and I hope you guys, by listening to me, has understood this, success is a state of mind and it's a state of your heart. Okay, success comes with money, but it doesn't come with $100 million. You don't have to have $100 million to feel successful. Okay? And successful people, you never hear them talking about people. Ever. They don't have to, like, for what? If I got 10 million, you got 100 million, what difference does it make? We're not in the same room. So what difference does it make? So I've never been a fan of Joe Budden or particularly anybody that came up through that whole reality TV shit. If you guys remember, Joe Budden's probably about my age. And I didn't even know who he was as a rapper. And actually, I knew one of the chicks he dated because I've told you guys before, a good friend of mine was a big-time photographer for all those magazines. But I do remember Joe Budden when all of these rappers, all of these other people, all these people, models, Erica Mena, all of them were broke when they came to the reality shows. They didn't have anything. I don't care. You can pick any reality show, including the one in Atlanta, except for the ones who did have money, the LA chicks and the Orange County chicks, and, you know, they weren't billionaires. They're still not. But they have a lot more money now because of their notoriety and the product. They made the product popular, and I understand that. To me, it's when, and I'm going to use a D.L. Hughley phrase, it's when you start acting like an old rich white guy that I have a problem with you. Okay? So let me give you an example. Joe Budden's talking about Dr. Umar, and I've already given y'all my spiel about Dr. Umar. I've already told you I'm a fan. I don't care what y'all think. And then it's always the voice of reason. You know, I'm not saying Mark, the guy that's on this show, Marcus, whatever his name, the educated guy, one who speaks educationally. Only the voice of reason. Joe Budden, like, I don't believe that Negro. If your job is just, and essentially, let's be honest, all rappers, including the successful rappers, their job is to discuss mess. Like literally, they are the lowest denominator, or lowest common denominator to the hood. They may sit in big houses, but their brains still think the same dumb shit. You have people that just got out of prison, Wallow, and all these people who talk some of the dumbest shit, think because Portnoy, who actually is a fucking racist, identified the dumbest people to go on shows, Drink Champs. Who couldn't do that job? Who couldn't do that job? Bimbo the Monkey could do the same thing any of those Negroes are doing. Now, what I don't do is knock anybody black that makes money. I appreciate that. But it's valuable that you always measure yourself and who you really are. You know, why am I like, I'm still doing the same thing I was doing before. Bullshit. Most rappers' life ain't nothing like what they said it was. They were selling dreams, and now they're selling a dream into the hood. Oh, let's sell staying in the hood. So not only are you pandering, you're diminishing your culture for what? I've said this before. A man that gossips is not a man. I don't care who he is. I don't care. For some reason, we think, oh, he has a lot of money. Again, people are placed on platforms. Do you guys remember Emmanuel Acho? Emmanuel Acho is no longer on that show. Shannon Sharpe lost all his shit. And he paid somebody $20-something million. And I don't even understand what that was for. They just making people pay. And these Negroes are dumb. Sean Combs paying somebody $30 million just not to tell on him. And then they subpoenaed the girl, and then she told it anyway. These are the people y'all think are smart. Look, this is what I suggest. Stay away from listening to rappers and even listen to their music, first of all, because it's dumbing the hell out of you. But more importantly, if you don't want to spend the rest of your life behind the curtain, stop listening to rappers and black preachers. I don't care how many PhDs they have. All the information they read that they were getting given to them. Everything they say was given to them. And then they still go to the mall, some of how rich they are. They're still doing the same thing they were doing when they was 21. Joe Budden ain't nobody. You respect Joe Budden for what? You sit on a couch talking about people. If I'm crazy, y'all let me know. But I'm 54 years old. I am not going to say something. Well, I'm going to end the statement there. I'm not going to say anything that doesn't help other people move forward, including this conversation. Men don't gossip. Stop just talking about things that you don't understand. And if you listen to the video I just posted, the guy is giving verifiable information, including he went to Dr. Umar's school, and they still disputing it just for mess sake.
Umar's full of shit.
What happened with Dr. Umar?
Get to it, but
Friend of the show.
I don't believe him. Dr. Umar went on the internet and said, I'm broke, send me some shit. They fucked with my Chase account. All my money disappeared. I don't know what he said.
Isn't that what he does? Like,
No, I said,
in the
I really didn't know
fundraising
what he was
tip?
talking about. So
He didn't say he was broke. He just said that his funds are frozen.
Yeah.
Which is different. Like,
Okay, that's different.
Like he got, like someone hacked into his account. Sometimes when the people hack into your account, you can't access the money.
They freeze your account.
They freeze your account. And so right now, the only way he can access money is through PayPal. Yo,
All the girls are
y'all making it a joke.
That's my man. Nah. I know that was quick to do that. Hey, yo, my account is fucked up. Send the cash out here.
Nah, but he was all jokes aside, he was having some problems with hackers and stuff. In fact, I think he had to contact the FBI or some shit because people was fucking.
Yeah, he was having problems.
That's what I'm saying. So it's real. And he's never asked for money before. He's fundraised for the school before, but he's never asked for money for himself.
Donations,
so to me,
donations,
which is different, right? And he's not spending the money for the school on himself. He's spending it on the school, and I can vouch. I've been to the school. I've seen the school. I was in Wilmington, came to check out the school, went on a tour. It's real, and he's building something there. And so if the brother's in a pinch, I say send it to him.
Send him something, then, okay?
Dr. Umar, the longer you stay away from this platform, the more great questions I come up with. I ain't gonna hold you. Last October when I asked you to come, it was just gonna be a cool revisit thing. Now, gotta ask the tough questions. I got to.
What's a tough question?
Where the fuck is the school?
See,
he's been there.
I've been to the school. I'm telling you, it's a real school. I've been to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. I have been. It's actually a beautiful facility.
Is it open?
It's not open they're not matriculating yet, but he's physically getting things done. Like the HVAC thing needed to be redone. I mean, it's hard to build a full school, fully private, for black boys without a lot of resources, a lot of investment, and it costs a lot of money, and it takes a lot of time when you're doing it on the muscle. He didn't open a charter school. He didn't try and do like what some of the